So I came across this article of a judge up in Cook County, Illinois. For those of y'all that are familiar with Cook County, you know Cook County, that's the home county of Chicago. And this judge is under fire. Her name is Carolyn Glennon Goodman, age 55 years old. And she recently was sending a text message. She said she was trying to send it to her husband, but it was sent to somebody else. And they, reported it. And the meme says my first ankle monitor, and it's on a child, a black child. And of course there was a lot of fallout over this. Many people have called this racist. People are calling for her to be fired, disbarred, etc., etc. But she has not been fired. She has not been disbarred. Disbarred, means you can't practice law in that state anymore at all. Now, me personally, I don't think she should have her law license or ability to practice law revoked. This was not I guess you could say, a offense that would be deemed as unethical. If you know anything about the law industry, that's a term they use a lot. And she certainly hasn't been charged with a crime. This is not a crime, but it is something that does give pause for concern. It is obviously not appropriate for a judge that is the judge of all people. And my whole thing is, when it comes to racist, if you're going to be racist, you should be racist and keep your racism to yourself if you're going to be working around or working with a population that does not look like your race. So I want to go over a couple things. I'm not going to make this video too long, but some people don't believe that the disciplinary actions that she has been given is sufficient. So let me go over what she's going to have to do to rectify the situation. So as you can see on your screen, this is the meme, Little Tikes. They spelled Tikes wrong. It's supposed to be Tikes. I don't know who made the meme, but obviously it was most likely a white racist person. And the Cook County judicial system has called for her to be reassigned. She's going to be referred to a disciplinary board in order to undergo implicit bias training after she accidentally shared a racist meme with a colleague, according to court documents and news reports. I've already said that part. So yeah, Caroline Glennon Goodman, 55 years old. She's going to do some type of bias training. It's always training when something like this happens. But like I said, she didn't break any laws. And surprisingly, I haven't seen a whole lot of backlash. Or this story hasn't even really blown up on Twitter like that. But one page called Black Girls Drink, her response was, her actions and her response are absolute garbage too. It is our understanding that the photo was meant to be shared with a different audience and that the judge involved has apologized profusely as a result. I don't think implicit bias training is enough. So the judge she has issued an apology, but I mean, they always apologize when they get exposed. And this is why I'm such a huge advocate of free speech. I know that some black people don't like when this stuff happens and when they hear about white people being racist. And let's just be real, racism can come from anybody. Yes, a lot of black people be like, black people can't be racist. Yes, you can. We just don't have the power to oppress white people on a grand scale. That's what you want to say, but you're saying something a little bit more intellectually lazy. Yes, anybody can be racist. Mexicans can be racist against black people. Black people can be racist against Mexicans. Asians can be racist against black people. Black people can be racist against Asians. See how that works? So I never want to silence these people. I want these people to continue to expose themselves. It is important that we know who these people are. You see what I'm saying? Like, if she would never have shared that meme with the wrong person, this would have never even been a story. Nobody would have ever known. And chances are she's worked as a prosecutor or a lawyer before she became a judge. And I just want to show you the demographics of Cook County, Illinois. It is 23.3% black, which makes Cook County, Illinois the largest county in the nation for a black population, meaning more black people live in Cook County than any other county. Over 1 million black people live in Cook County. And then the second biggest one is Harris County, which is Houston. I say that to say that there's a lot of black people in the Chicago metropolitan area, specifically Cook County. And if you're a racist person, you should not be working with these people, especially if you're going to be something that's so consequential like a judge. A judge has a very, very powerful position. And depending on what type of judge this woman is, she can either decide if somebody goes to prison or not. And we already know in the black community we have a crime problem. We have the highest incarceration rate. Chicago, Illinois has more murders than any other. The city of Chicago has more murders than any other city in America, and more black people are murdered in Chicago than any other city. And most of the people that kill the black people are other black people. So she's clearly bought into the stereotype that black people are criminals just by nature. I personally don't believe that black children are criminals or even criminal minded, but I do believe that we have a lot of black children growing up in communities where criminality is all around them, and they may not come from a solid, stable two-parent household, and they kind of become victims or products of their environment and end up getting involved in criminality in places like Chicago and Atlanta and DC and Detroit and Houston and Dallas and all the major cities and even smaller cities where black people have large populations. So it was a racist and inappropriate meme for a sitting judge to put out like that. Even though she didn't make the meme, the fact that she was sharing it with somebody, the fact that she put it in her phone, the fact that she thought it was funny was an issue. But even though we know what the statistics are, even though we know that the black community is oftentimes infested with crime in many parts of the country, we only can control what we can control. This is an issue that we need to openly talk about. I mean, I don't want to make this video about black criminality when it's about the judge, but like I said, stereotypes do exist, and they do exist for a reason. And even when black people are successful, businessmen, businesswomen, some of them still may be racist. So it's kind of like you can't win for losing. Like I said, all we can do is control the things that we can. Black people, we have to start holding other black people accountable more than we currently do, and not just make us think about things when it's a racist white person doing something to hurt black people, whether through police brutality or just some type of racially motivated incident or attack. It has to be both ways, and to be honest with you, the statistics prove that nobody hurts black people other than more than other black people. But just staying on topic, the judge does need to be reprimanded for what she did. I think her being embarrassed and humiliated the way she's being is good, because like I said, you're a judge, and you sent the text message to the wrong person, and that wrong person exposed you. It was probably a fellow white person that exposed her, probably a white woman. And y'all remember, Chicago is a liberal Democrat run city. Cook County is one of the most Democrat counties in the nation. It is the second largest Democrat county in the nation. Only LA County, Los Angeles County, California, is a bigger blue county than Cook County, Illinois. It is the second biggest blue county in the nation. So there you go with that, vote blue no matter who, and the Republicans are racist and all this, that, and the third. Well, here you go. You got a white judge in a big blue county participating in this type of behavior. So, without further ado, I'm going to wrap this video up. I appreciate y'all watching, listening. Y'all comment, y'all like, y'all share, y'all subscribe. Peace.